Welcome to another video by WA Courses. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how we can use shapes in Excel to get a better visual of our data. Now, we have this very large spreadsheet, but I don't really understand what's going on. I want to get a clear picture. So that's where shapes come in. For example, I would like to have a clear picture of my gross sales, my units sold, and let's take a look at the other columns, my profits. The first thing I'm going to do is set up formulas for all these. My first formula would be total units sold. Total. My second formula, total gross sales. And my last, total profits. My total units sold. I need to find the sum of my units sold. So my formula would be equals sum, left parenthesis, and I want the sum of this column, column E, units sold, and enter. Here are my total units sold. Now this is the number that I can format a little. I would like to use comma style. So I click on the comma in the number group. And also I don't need decimals because I'm talking about units sold. So I can take out the decimals by using this button in the number group, which is the decrease decimal button. 1, 2. My decimals are gone. Now the next formula I'm going to set up are my total gross sales. Again, equals sum, left parenthesis. This will be the sum of column H, total gross sales. Okay, so this number is currency. So again, from the number group, I could click on the currency button and it converts to currency. My last formula is the total profits. Again, equals sum of column L. Again, this is currency. Okay, now that I have my formula set up, let's talk about shapes. I would like a large shape right here, which tells me how many units are sold, another shape which tells me my gross sales, and another which tells me my total profits. The first thing I need to do is insert a shape. From the Insert tab, click on Illustrations and Shapes. You can see here how many shapes there are to choose from. Let's start with a rounded rectangle. Okay, so here is my shape. Now, I want to link this shape to this cell. Even though this is a shape, not a cell, I can make it function like a cell because even though it's a shape, it still has a formula bar. So I can type in any formula I want. In this case, I want the shape to be equal with my total units sold with this formula. And there it is, my total units sold. Of course, now I can format my entry. Go to the Home tab. I can format the font. I can make it bold. I can resize the font. Okay. Now, I have a number here in a shape which I can move around to wherever I like. But I have no text, so I don't really know what this number is. I could insert a text box here. From the Insert tab, right down here on the right side, click on Text and Text Box. And here is my text box. So, total units sold. I can move my text box into my shape. I can format the font. So I would like bold, a larger font, and I would like it white. And I will now format my text box by right-clicking on it and go to Fill, no fill. Okay, now I want to move my shape to the side over here. Let's try doing that. You see what happened? My text box got left behind. So I want somehow to move this together as a unit, as a group. I can group my shape and my text box together. I can do that by selecting the shape, press Ctrl on your keyboard, and then select the text box. You see now how they are both selected. Now move on to the Page Layout tab, and right here on the right side there is a button called Group. Click on it and select Group. Now my text box and my shape are grouped together. Let's try to move it now and see what happens. Yes, they are now a group. I can do the exact same thing for total gross sales. So again, let's go to the Insert tab, Illustrations, Shapes, and select the shape. I would like an oval now. I can also format my shape because the Shape Format tab pops up. So let's change my shape fill to a different color. Okay, now this shape will be linked to this formula, total gross sales. So in the formula bar of my shape equals total gross sales, and enter. Here it is. Again, I can format my font from the Home tab, change the size. All right. The next thing we do is to insert a text box into my shape from the Insert tab. Down here, Text and Text Box. So these are total gross sales. Move my text box into my shape. Format my text box. I want no fill. And change my font and the size. 28 is good, and white. Now we need to group the text box with the shape together. My text box is already selected. I will press Ctrl on my keyboard. Don't let go. Then select the shape. Now you can let go of Ctrl. Go to the Page Layout tab. Down here to the right, Group and Group. Now I can move my shape and text box as a group. And then I could do the same for total profits or for any other column I like. Now you see how this gives me a clear picture of what exactly is going on in here, because this is a very large spreadsheet and quite confusing. With these shapes, I have a clear picture right away of what is going on, my total units sold and my total gross sales. That was the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching.